Okay, this video is going to concentrate on the maximum, or the best setting for the Xenyx 302 USB mixer. First, you need 3 adapters. This is RCA left and right to the 3.5 millimeter connection, and this is stereo left and right. It comes with the USB to attach to the mixer, and a little adapter here for if you're just going to set this up to power the unit. So it works off 5 volts. Let me show you. I'll just plug this in so we get power to the mixer. Now I'm recording to another. I have 2 of these Xenyx 302 USB mixers, so this is just a demonstration. Okay, you generally have 2 options here. The first one is using the USB output to the PC or the RCAs for the output to the sound card. The USB, you can tell it to record a 1 or 2 channel output to the PC. The drawback with that is you can't use the line-in RCA to pump in sound effects and stuff like that and mix it and go through there. It either, because that's on the same line, it's either line or USB. So this video is going to just concentrate on recording the RCA outputs stereo to your sound card. And these are the outputs right here on the right. This is the output from main mix, and that's what we're going to send to the computer to record everything that we do. Now I'm going to hook all my USBs, all my connections, and go through it. First of all, you have a line. This would be the main one you would use to pump music from your PC right here. Let's say you wanted to send music to the mixer, or another voice or commentary or whatever to this mixer. So you would hook up your adapter to this port there. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, that is the out from the PC. I just plugged it into the out. So the whatever is running on your PC is running from your stereo mix to your line in to your USB. Now let me get into the connection. It says line/USB. So think of it this way. Up, you're using the line, so you're pumping in music. If you press this button down, that means you're using the USB as an out. So if we were not using music or sound in this line, basically we'd have this unplugged because we weren't using it for anything. This would be in the down position, and that's the US play position. Basically you're pumping, it works as a mute, but or just a general position, neutral position, but it would be sending the mixer through to the USB. Now if you're recording that, if you're not recording it, that's up to you, but just know the down position is kind of a neutral position, and it's a mute, because if it was in the up position, then it would want something coming in to these USBs right here, and that's how I'm going to utilize this. So it's in the up position, this red button, and it's utilizing the line input. So we got some music playing into here, and so it should be playing right now if there was music coming in. Okay, now you need to, whatever you're talking into and using the sound, you need to record it, most likely. So here's where your other adapter comes into play. you hook in your output, main mix output, and you want to send that to your line in. Now, hopefully you can see, get these wires everywhere. So here's your line in, and it's hooked to the mixer main mix output. So anything coming in from your PC through the line in and your voice will get pumped out through the main mix out to your PC. And we'll get into the software configurations later to start recording that. There's another option here, and you might use it, you might not, but there's a input second track, and it's right in the middle. That is good for like an MP3 player, like if you've got bumper music or something like that. You got an intro. This has no volume control. All the volume control is from either your, like you could have your cell phone or your smartphone playing music, whatever it is, MP3 player. But you have to utilize the sound to regulate the sound, because there's no mixer control to raise or lower this sound. So whatever you get, whatever this plays at whatever volume, you have to control it from your device. There is a button for that if you want it to the main mix, which is in the up position. So if you play music, it'll play through the out, stereo out. But if you just want it to go to headphones, you put it in the down position. So if you need to cue it, something like that, and not want it to go out, you can cue stuff up just in your headphones here. Let me plug in the, I've got a little mic. There's a headset mic, the 3.5 millimeter, and I'm just going to use this little microphone here to demonstrate. And if I was talking into this, or a headset mic or whatever you have, these controls right here control this mic. So you get the volume, the gain, EQ, and the pan, all control if you've got a headset mic. So when you have this plugged in, it overrides everything. So I'm going to unhook this. And if you want a real mic, get yourself an XLR connection. It's got the 3 little prongs here, and it fits right in here. Get a little slack. Okay. You can also put a 1/4 inch or an instrument mic, or this has an XLR on the end of it. That also goes in the same place. So it can accept XLR or just a regular old 1/4 inch connection. You can also play instruments through here with this configuration, but I usually just have the mic when I do the audio, when I do my videos. Okay, you're ready to go. This is the optimal configuration you will need. You can have this all set up in the back of your computer, and this is all you need. You can, when you do the software end of it, that will tell you, okay, what you're recording from. Are you recording from the USB or this output, stereo output? And that's all done software-wise. Going through these buttons again, of course, you've got the line, this red button right here. It's in the up position because that accepts your music from your PC, and it integrates into the mixer so you can raise and lower. In the down position is kind of like that's more for if you send the stuff through the USB, but it's also kind of a mute. So if you're running something off the PC and if you want to quickly mute it, you just push this in the down position, and it acts kind of like a mute. Okay, the button next to it is whether you want it to the main mix or to the headphones. So in the up position would be main mix. So whatever's playing through your PC is going to the main mix, to the output, back into your computer to record. Or you can just have it in the down position, and then this line just goes to your headphones, so you can it acts as a mute also to your main mix. So your main mix is basically applies to your output main mix, these right here on the right side, these RCAs. So the output, the signal that it sends to the PC, is controlled by this knob here. And of course you have your headphone volume right here. Of course you've got the line USB right here that you can change the volume, EQ, and pan settings. I think I've gone through everything. Let me go through it one more time. The USB is just used as power in this configuration. I unhook this and I plug it in to just a random port just to give it power. I don't use the adapter here. And then that turns on the mixer, and then the computer will configure, get the drivers up and going, and all the configuration then. So that's basically your on and off. There's no on or off switch on here. It relies you to plug in the USB. I have it in the front of my computer, so you might have to get an extension cord or something, or just unhook or hook this USB to the mixer and have that as your on and off. Okay, I don't have much time for the software configuration, so that is next. Okay, to start the software portion of the Xenyx 302 USB mixer, you go to the speaker icon, right click, go to recording devices. Let me move it over here. And you'll probably have two options. I am using the optimal configuration of recording using the line in on the back of my PC for my main setup. The other one is the mixer audio to PC. That'll probably be named microphone, and it'll say USB audio device right down here. And what you do is rename it something. Probably both of these could be renamed whatever you want to call it. So, Xenyx audio to PC, and here mixer to line in, something like that. But you would disable this if you wanted to use the mono. So, and then you make sure these are check marked to show disabled or disconnected devices. You don't want anything to disappear on you. So you can go back and forth, play around with the different configurations. Properties of this one. Okay, you want the 2-channel 16-bit 44100 hertz or better. That would be the 44100 would be the standard I use. But otherwise, use free software. Audacity's one. Record the sound. You're good to go. So I'm going to leave it there before I run out of time, and I'll just say keep it on the TheIDBand channel for more videos.